We have one of the best stretches around, although it requires a little bit of progression for most people, the bridge. So the bridge is actually primarily a shoulder girdle stretch, and a lot of people think it's a low back stretch. So I'm going to actually take the camera from Martina here. She's going to show us a good bridge, and then I'll show you what my crappy bridge looks like and how we can set up a progression for those that can't perform it basic on the ground. So let me take the camera here. There's Martina. So we're going to set up. I wanted to take a look at this position just at the beginning. This is actually similar to our front squat rack position. So for those that need some additional stretching here, that's going to help. So she's going to set up, hands behind the ears. She's going to press her hips up off the ground first, and then drive her legs up. Now she wants to straighten, yes, neutral spine, good. Pressing back through her legs, opening her shoulders up. Good. All right, lowers back to her shoulders, then hips down. All right, nice bridge. So, give it back to Martina. Now you guys can all check out my beautiful bridge. All right, so, you see, I don't have that flexibility. Again, we don't want to hyperextend the back. So you should feel a stretch in the low back, but that just kind of natural extension, not hyperextension. So when I do this, I get set up. I can press through, but I can't extend my arms very well. So I'm going to try to come on my toes. My back is really arched. So how we use this in progression is by lifting our feet up off the ground. So I love using the weights here because they're varying heights. You can also use a box, but starting off, I'll put my feet up decently high. Okay? And again, we want to keep the belly tight so we don't hyperextend the back. But first thing, the position starts exactly the same. So the first thing I'm going to do is drive my hips up here, okay? And squeeze your belly tight and try to drive yourself off the ground. All right? Neutral neck position. Squeeze everything tight. Lower back to the shoulders and hips back down. Okay? For those that need help, if you can get to that position, some people might struggle to press themselves out of that position. So you can have someone spot you underneath the shoulders. Once you get to that extended position, it becomes easier to hold support. But again, have a spotter in the beginning if you need. Also, for people that have wrist issues, you can set up the same way. So depending on if you're on a box or the ground, you can have somebody stand behind you and actually hold on to their ankles. Okay, so that your wrist is more neutral rather than flexed all the way back. And you can hold on to their ankles and they can help lift your shoulders from behind. Okay, and then you can extend out. Another variation for those that can't support themselves on their shoulders, that's a slightly different bridge, a little bit different, is to drive the hips up, clasp the hands underneath, and drive your hips up as high as you can, and walk your shoulders back, trying to pull the shoulders open. Okay, a little bit different stretch in the shoulders, but still good. And back down. All right, so that's the bridge and some progressions. Have fun with that one. Enjoy.